YouTubers, it's Tamara aka Alaskan Girly 94. So I'm going to do a video which was requested by a friend when I asked you what do we want to hear about, and it gave me an idea. So he mentioned something in the comment about something I do as a topic, and I figured why not run with it and go with things that are weird about moi. So what do I do that is considered weird, whether in my eyes or whether somebody else has pointed it out? So you see me looking to the sides because it's on my phone, like always. So the first thing is, when my nails are done, I'm more productive. I have no idea, maybe it's a self-esteem thing, but if my nails are done, and I'm not talking about painted, like I meant going to the nail salon, getting the fake nails, or like a manicure or something like that. Like, I love looking at my nails. So like when I'm typing, I love to be on the computer when my nails are done. So I'll type, I'll be like, oh yeah, my nails look fine. Or like I'm typing, and I'll be like writing stuff, looking at my nails, and I'll be on the phone looking at my nails. I just feel so productive when my nails are done. It's really weird. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust the mic real quick because I wanna make sure you can hear me. There we go. Alright, so another thing is, I put sugar in a lot of things, and I'm not just talking about like how some people put sugar in cereal. I'm talking my favorite like food is sugar spaghetti. Kid you not, it's the real thing. So I make spaghetti like normal with regular marinara sauce, noodles. However, in the marinara sauce, I put sugar. Usually, because a lot of people don't like it, I've only met one person that does. I will put it in separately so everybody else can still eat the spaghetti, but I will just pour it on there and then mix it around. And it's like my favorite food. And it has to be white sugar, not brown sugar. I don't know why, it does make a big difference. And I also put sugar in chili, but with chili it's different because with chili I put sugar and ketchup into my chili. I put sugar on lasagna. Pretty much any red pasta or red sauce, I love putting sugar in. It's not because it's too salty or something. It's just literally, I have the biggest sweet tooth ever. However, another thing that's weird is that even though I have the biggest sweet tooth, I am not a huge fan of candy. So I do like, of course, candy and chocolate bars and, of course, just like any other person would. However, I would rather my sweets be in fruit or sugar, like the pasta, or a drink or something like that. That's what I really prefer my sugar intake to be. I don't really like chewing on a bunch of candy. So I count the syllables of a word and sentences. So, and I do it on my fingers. So for instance, let's say I have away. I'll go away. 2. You know how when you're in elementary school and they teach you to use the syllables in order to pronounce it, you're like, go away, and you count it? Well, I do that in my head, but what's connected to this weird trick is that I also use my fingers. So if I'm saying the dog went away, that's 5. Okay, so I will count it on my fingers. I won't obviously hold it up. I'll do it under the table or something like that. And it's triggered randomly. So if I hear a word, or if I just said a sentence or heard a sentence and it's really interesting, I'll just repeat it back in my head and count it. And what's also connected to that with the finger thing is that I will try to see which finger it'll land on. So for instance, if I say the dog went away, you see how it landed on my thumb being down? I'll think of how it could land on when it went away. So I'll be like, the dog went away. So I will change it up. I don't know why, it's just a hobby of mine sometimes to figure out what I can do with the same sentence and syllables, but with different patterns on my fingers on how I can get it to land on a certain finger. I put clothes aside, so when you're planning an outfit, just for me to throw it away the next day. And I don't mean throw it in the trash. I don't throw my clothes away like that. I mean because I'm a person of my emotions, if I lay something out, I'm like, oh, this is really gonna look cute tomorrow, and I know it's gonna rain, so I'm gonna wear this cute scarf and leggings and boots with the leg warmers, and I plan out the whole outfit, and then the next morning I wake up and I'm like, it's a sweater and leggings kind of day. So then I just bypass everything I laid out and I just go with that. Same thing with music. I have a really hard time picking a playlist. So I have a bunch of songs that I download just because I like them. However, I have a hard time making a playlist, like get ready playlist or workout playlist, because I could want to work out to sad songs for all I know for one day, and one day I want to work out to techno, the next day rock and roll. I am a person sincerely based on emotions. That is a con and a pro to me, because I also have had to learn how to make life decisions not based on my emotions. So like a huge example, in the past during high school with boyfriends or friends, if I got upset or if I started to feel like queasy about something, or I don't know, I just felt like not the most positive person like I usually am, automatically like that's just the worst thing possible. So we break up, you're no longer my friend, I'm not doing this anymore, that's not my career choice. Like, I'm a huge emotion person, and I've had to learn to dial that back down, because I've made some mistakes that way, because I act just on impulse rather than just thinking ahead and then deciding when it's not so irrational. Most of the time, I like cold food more than warm food. So it's okay, you know, like when food is hot, you know, right when it's done being made. But there's nothing better than like cold spaghetti, cold tacos, cold pizza, cold ramen, or, you know, anything else that's usually cold, you know, when it's been in the fridge overnight, or, you know, whether it just got cold and then I go back to it. I don't know why. Now there's certain things that I don't like cold just because it maybe has a texture I don't like. For instance, if you have baked chicken, I really like baked chicken, but because chicken when it gets cold is really hard, I don't really like it, because you know, it's really hard to eat and you're like cooling it. However, I like pulled pork cold and cold barbecue sauce. Like a lot of people like warm, like room temperature ranch, but I really prefer cold ranch and cold ketchup and stuff like that. I'm all around a cold person. Now, with temperature again, I prefer cold outside and warm inside. So anybody that asks me or knows me, they know that I get extremely cold inside and in like cars and in buildings and houses and everything you can think of that's an enclosure. However, if it's, you know, cold outside, I'm perfectly fine. You know, a lot of times I'll just go without a jacket. Now, I've been in Texas for a little bit too long, so it's starting to wear on me just a little bit when I'm outside in the cold, because I used to live in Alaska, and when I came to Texas, I was like, this is cold to you guys? Okay, and I was out there with like tank tops and shorts, and nothing's wrong, but after almost 5.5, 6 years here in Texas, it started to kind of weigh on me, but I am still a Alaskan by heart. So those are a couple things about me that I find weird, or that people have pointed out and said, this is weird about you. So I just thought I'd let you know. Thanks, YouTubers. You have a wonderful day.